Hey everyone, and welcome back to the podcast. Today we're diving into a topic that we don't talk about enough, and when we do, we usually feel guilty about it. I know I love talking about. We're talking about understanding yourself. Growing up, we're often taught that focusing on ourselves is self-centered, self-absorbed, or self-plain indulgent. We're told to think of others first. But as I've gotten older and watched how life, relationships, and psychology actually play out, I've realized something massive. If you don't know who you are, what you like, and where your boundaries stand, you're leaving your life entirely up to chance. Today, I want to talk to the young people listening. Before you get married, before you jump into a serious relationship, and way before you decide to have children, you need to do the work on you first. Let's talk about why me has to come before we, if you want a healthy future. Here is the reality check. If you enter a relationship without knowing your own boundaries, you are walking into a vulnerability trap. Think about it. When you don't know what you stand for, you will fall for anything. And unfortunately, there are people out there with toxic traits who can smell that lack of boundaries from a mile away. If you don't know your worth, someone else will define it for you, and they might price you dirt cheap. Boundaries aren't walls to keep people out. They are a map that shows people how to respect you. If you don't know who you are, you end up shifting shapes to please other people. In my young days, when I was in my early 20s, I would say I was a people pleaser. I thought of others all the time before my own personal happiness. And now I reflect back and I do not take this lightly as I say it. I have to step back and think how it affects me if I make a decision. And that's why I've come on here. I thought it's important to teach young people about self-love, not selfish love, self-love. If you don't know who you are, you end up shifting shape to please other person. Yeah, you become a chameleon, but eventually you get tired of changing colors, and that's when the relationship starts to fracture. So I have been watching a lot of psychological programs lately, and it really opened my eyes to how unresolved trauma works. We like to think we can just pack our past into a box, tape it and shut it and leave it in the closet. I've done that, trust me, thinking that's going to work. We think, oh, that was a childhood. That was my ex. I'm fine now. But trauma doesn't stay in the closet. Eventually, those unresolved issues, whether it's the fear of abandonment, rejection, or past abuse, will sip through the net. They will show up in your marriage. They will trigger you when your partner says something in a certain tone. If you don't heal your wounds, you will bleed over the people who didn't cut you. And the worst, if you decide to have children in the future, you risk passing that generational trauma down to them. To protect your future family, you have to protect your present mind. So how do we fix this? How do you make sure you are operating at 100% self-awareness before bringing others into your bubble? Here is your mental and physical health checklist. Number 1, audit your triggers. Pay attention to what makes you angry, anxious, or defensive. Don't just react. Ask yourself why that specific thing bothered you. That why is usually a roadmap to something that needs healing. Number 2, define your non-negotiables. Sit down with a piece of paper and write out your boundaries. What will you absolutely not tolerate in a relationship? What are your core values? Know them before someone tries to test them. Number three, learn to enjoy your own company. I definitely go by that. If you can't spend a weekend alone with your own thoughts without needing a distraction, you aren't ready to share a life with someone else. Get comfortable with you. Number four, prioritize your mental and physical health. Eat well, move your body, get the therapy you can, read books or watch educational content on psychology. Make your brain and body a nice place to live. Remember that loving yourself first is a service to others. Taking time to understand yourself isn't selfish. It is the most generous thing you can do for your future partner and your future children. It ensures that when you show up for them, you are showing up healthy, whole, and complete, not looking for them to fix you or fill a void. Be 100% you first. The rest will follow. Thank you guys so much for listening. If this resonated with you, share it with a friend who needs to hear it today. Hit that subscribe button, leave a review, and I will catch you in the next episode. Take care of yourselves.